All right. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. We made it. We made it. So yeah, today we are just going to be making some beats. Just making some music in Ableton Live. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. But yeah, if you guys are trying to find the music, you're trying to find me outside of YouTube, I am TapDaddy on all platforms. And yeah, we're listening to something off my new album, The Low-Key Plan. So yeah, if you're trying to find the music, this is where you can find it. Check it out. I just crossed 47,000 monthlies. Just barely. Just barely. I'll drop a link here just for anybody trying to find it. But I think aside from that, we should just dive into things. We should just get started on a beat. Gotta hear the vibraphone solo first, though. So proud of this vibraphone solo. God, I just love doing stuff with vibraphones like that. It's a good, I feel like the thing about vibraphones is they're actually pretty easy to make sound realistic inside of a DAW. You know, if you're just like working with MIDI, it's much easier to make a really convincing vibraphone than it is like a really convincing saxophone, right? I don't know, food for thought. But anyways, let's dive in. Let's dive into it. Let's just get started on a brand new Ableton Live beat, and just see where we'll go with this one. I don't know. All right, so let me start. We can listen through a little bit of sample material maybe, and I don't know, just kind of see where we're going. Gosh, now I do have drums that I've been making. I don't know if I want to dive into those yet, or if I kind of want to hold off on those. I might hold off on those. But yeah, let's see kind of what we got to work with today. See if there's anything rather tasty to sample today. Let's see. Got so much stuff here. Oops. Oh, that's lovely. I'm not sure why, but it feels like Ableton's Live's preview, you know, their audio preview is just like very quiet. But I like these chords. I feel like we can make something really nice with this. So let's just dive into it. Let's we'll remember it's the third one down here. And let's go ahead and start pulling out our drum kits. I've made quite a few new ones. Let's see. What do we got? Feels quiet. This feels a little bit louder. Maybe keep it kind of simple like that, you know? And then I've got like a bunch of like secondary snares in here that would be really good for just like, I don't know, adding in sort of Sort of just random snare play kind of stuff. All right. Not bad. Let's try to bring this guy in. And yeah, some of these guys got a little bit off, and you can kind of see that we have these secondary hi-hats up here, just leaning a little bit back. I like that. I'm going to adjust this first guy up here to kind of follow suit. Same with this guy. Yeah, this guy can lean back a little bit. There we go. Simple, trying to keep it simple, you know? Yeah, okay, so there I just kind of like, you know, filled in with a little bit of this secondary snare. Trying to keep it nice and light. Yeah, let's make sure that these feel tight, you know? I feel like you cannot spend too, like, there's no such thing as spending too much time on your drums, I feel like, you know? It's really worth it to really, like, just make sure that you start with something very foundationally good, right? In fact, this feels like it was a little bit ahead. There we go. Might lean this guy back a little bit. Yeah, and there were some that were kind of problematic in there. I think I'm going to scoot these guys a little bit forward. Like this can definitely go back. Here we go. Cool. Okay, so now that we got this, I feel like we got a really strong rhythm here. Now I just want to, like, I don't know, beef this up a little bit, crunch it up, maybe roll off the highs on this. I think that would be pretty cool. Let's pull out an EQ. Let's just see what it sounds like when we roll off the highs. I'm not sure. I do kind of like the crispness that we get up top. Let's pull out a decapitator. Get a little saturation going on this. A little bit of drive. A lot of drive. Now we can kind of bring it back a little bit, find a happy middle ground. I also kind of maybe want to play with the gain staging a little bit. We might bring this primary snare down. Bring this kick up a little bit. Ooh. There we go. We're getting somewhere nice. I'm still kind of fiddling with that kick, but yeah, I like having that boost in the low end there. Let's be very sparing with this. Yeah. See, it's like very much in the red regardless. Jesus, that is quite boosted. Let's bring this down. Yeah, make sure that any clipping going on here is like intentional, basically. Hey, PB Star, how you doing, man? It's good to see you, dude. How's your morning going? Yeah, here we go. We'll maybe bring that back a smidge. Okay, I'm feeling pretty locked in here. All right, should we jump over to that sample material? We had some really good like chords, some nice jazzy chords to play with here, so let's maybe pull that out. See what we got to work with. Yeah. I liked this. Simple, easy. And through this we could just chop. Region 16, something like that. Yeah, let's actually let's unwarp. And let's actually increase the rate. Let's go like 32. That'll be good. But yeah, PBster saying not bad yourself. I'm chilling, man. I'm having a good Saturday. Having a good week so far, man. Okay. Yeah, let's see how this feels. Like, there's some good gold in here, but we just gotta find our way to it. See, I feel like I like some of that top line stuff could be really cool, but I feel like if we could figure it out with just the chords themselves, we might have better luck, you know? Keep it really simple at first and build outwards from there. Okay, we had one like in the last one. I think we're starting to zero in here. I think this was it. But this will be good. Thank you, PBster. We're starting to get somewhere. Let's tighten this up a bit. I feel like I need to bring my volume up a little bit. I don't know if this is getting louder for you guys, but it's a little bit better in my ears. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's, I feel like there's just like one of these at the beginning here. Yeah, like this guy, maybe not so much. Maybe we pull them back, like where are the other ones hitting? About here. Also, we make them louder. Yeah, and let's make these little guys, like they are noticeable and they are kind of doing things for us in terms of like, you know, rhythmically, these kind of like mid chops. I feel like these are coming in a little bit too early. Yeah, let's make this a little bit tighter. Yeah, this is good. Oh, this is so beautiful. I feel like we need like a strong hook in here. Something like a horn. All right. It's rough, right? There's like almost an idea here, but the way it's warped is atrocious, and I don't think it's in key. But there's an idea in there. This could be kind of cool. Almost. Bum, 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 bum. Bada bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, let's try this. This could be good. Maybe warp it complex first, see how that feels. Jesus, that is so fucking loud. Oh, dude, I know this is gonna be so good. But it's not quite in key yet, but I just know this is gonna be so fire. I love this little trumpet lick. This is beautiful. I think it needs to come down, maybe. Oh, we have a little counterpoint, and then bum bum and jazz hands. No. I feel like I've heard this lick somewhere before. Doesn't surprise me though. I mean, this is a lick from Splice, I think. It's just a little trumpet lick, but I like it. We're gonna use it. We're probably gonna do some I don't know, something with it. Let's see. We need to gloss this up a little bit. Vocal pop-hall. Yeah, I feel like we're immediately getting going on something really good here, and I want to take my time with this, make sure we get something really immaculate from it. All right. Let's see. Vocal pop-hall. Still not sold on the pitch. And we'll do some delay pitch bend stuff there, and then bum bum. You know, and I want to echo that. Not quite. We're getting closer, but no, I think it's sounding more natural down here. let's do something kind of fun here. I got an idea. First of all, this reverb's a little bit much. We'll turn that down. It's a little bit much. Okay, but we'll have this turned off by over here. If we pulled out marimba. My wife was just telling me the other day, she's like, you should pull out marimba more. It's been a while. I've been going for vibraphone so much lately. I feel like this is kind of a track where marimba would sound pretty cool. Yeah, let's try it. I think there's a good one in BBC Symphony Orchestra. Something like that. What am I looking for? Spitfire Audio. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so yeah, let's pull this out. Let's just kind of see what we can do here. Marimba. We'll see. We'll play around with it a bit. So I think the idea is let's try to get a roll to kind of counter this over here. I'm not sure if I want to do much more than that, but we'll see. And we could have this, here's the thing, is we could have this double up with the pitch bend going on the trumpet, or we could have it kind of counter that. I feel like, here's the thing though, is I feel like sometimes I put everything too much counter, you know? There's like not enough grouping of stuff sometimes. We can try this both ways. Yeah, actually, I think that'll sound better hitting together. But we gotta just like make this this roll sound really good, you know? Which luckily, dude, I'm telling you, mallet instruments are so great when you're just trying to make them sound convincing in the piano roll. Like we can really do it. We can really make this sound convincing. We've got a hyper-realistic marimba here from the BBC Symphony Orchestra. Sounds amazing. All right, let's first of all just focus on the timing, and then we'll worry about velocity after that. And we're not going to be super even with this roll either, because humans are not super even. We're just going to kind of like boop, 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 kind of pencil it in. Looks kind of even. Let's maybe take these guys and go boop. There we go. Yeah, you guys can kind of see what I'm going for here. Okay, let's actually mess with the velocity now. So we want these first two to actually be kind of heard, but we want this to immediately fall down. Let's start at like the very bottom. Yeah, maybe it starts to really swell up over here. Okay, yeah, and let's have this sort of fall off. Maybe we go even further down. Yeah, there we go. You see, now it's like very dynamic. It feels very lively. Bum, bum. This is gonna be like such a perfect like chill hop track. Does the timing of this feel right? Or does this need to come out a little bit more? I'm thinking. And we can kind of have maybe a smaller hill over here. Yeah, that's nice. I gotta figure out what I'm echoing there, because every time that comes around, I'm thinking in my head that counter, just the echo of those two notes. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. If we had a little piano counterpoint and we like even had a little bit more fun with like a double bass. Oh, double bass underneath this could be amazing. Give a really velvety, rich bass tone. It's like, you know, very like upright bass, very jazz. It'd be cool. Start with piano. I'm thinking Soft Piano by Spitfire Audio. That could be great. Oh, it's loading. I forgot, we got the new labs. It's been forever since I pulled out this VST, you know? Okay. All we need is Soft Piano. Okay, keeping it very simple at first. There was just a little turn here that I liked and a little two notes here that I liked. You see, I'm only settling for what I'm really vibing with. But I think this was kind of cool. Okay, let's start pulling out a bass. Or no, not BBC. Let's go for complete control. Plugin not found. You jerk. Let's try that again. Instead of using the VST3, we'll use the VST. Bro. L. I bet I could load it up in Contact. That's the sound I'm trying to get. Nope. Not gonna let me. That's okay. Let's go to contact now. And let's see if this lets me load it up. I hope. I want to get a nice rich, nice rich upright bass underneath this. Let's search for upright bass and see if it... Oh God, what are you doing? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. No, we're looking for this preset. There we go. Okay, we finally did it. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it's got tremolo. There was another mode on here. This sounds fine. And what we might do to like make this feel even more warm is we might even throw an LA2A compressor on here. Love the sound of this thing on a bass. Boy, it's almost too much. This just kind of helps it feel a little bit more fat, a little bit more full. We'll have to turn this down though. Okay, yeah, I'm like figuring out there's like one note missing here, and I think I just figured it out. So we're gonna go. Something like that. Let's keep playing with it. This sounds lovely. I love this. Oh boy, we were really close there. All right. Let's bring it back, and we might have to adjust some notes. We might have to pencil a few notes in, but damn. This is such a lovely track. I just really want to focus on this today, you know? Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful. I still think that there's like a little bit of a more satisfying way of doing this. Like I'm kind of thinking we might get this little fifth leap over here. So like bum 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 bum. Yeah, so it's gonna be like the same thing there. So let's do this. Yeah, I think it's gonna be same sort of rhythm. Bring this guy over here. Yeah, and let's actually lock in. I liked this sort of like this hits like a eighth note before. Bum, bum. Yeah, so let's get that in a little bit closer. That's good. Okay, this I'm still uncertain about, but God, that's so good. Okay, we need to figure out something for this. Because I feel like we got the B side figured out. We still need to focus on this A side a little bit. But I think we're making progress here. I think we got this. We might have a very soft note up here. This was hung over from the edge of the 8 bars, right? But I think we're going to start a note there, but keep it very soft. Yeah, that feels good. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe we do something like that. Yeah, let's try that. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Yeah. I swear, music is so fun when you can just think of it in your head and then just have it be on the DAW. It took me a really long time to get that far, where I could just think the song and have it be. Let's make this a little bit better. These overlapping notes, not a huge fan. Now, I feel like if this did not hit the same note that was just hit over here, it would feel a little bit better. Is this even the right note that we want to be on at this part? It might not be. Bum, bum, bum. Let's start experimenting with this guy. Do it. Maybe we go an octave down. No, that's way too low. What if we slapped him on C? I gotta hear this in context. Nah, that's, you see, this really is the note. What if it was this note that changed? You see, now we're really just, what if we have it this way? You know, music production is about trying it all the ways, making informed decisions, right? No, that doesn't feel right. Let's put that up here. And we got to figure out where we're going for this next section. I think we got some choices to make. Like, we might just remove that bass and let it play without, and it'll feel a lot more empty over here, but we can fill that space. Let's see how that feels, though, with the bass continuing on. See if it feels nice and continuous, and we can go on maybe with I'm kind of thinking we borrow something from one of these counterpoint. Like, maybe we go off on either a marimba solo or a piano solo. Something that we're doing in-house, something that we're doing from scratch. Could be fun. Yeah, this feels pretty good. Oh, I just liked those last couple. It's kind of nice. This not so much. Ooh, I like that, yeah. Yeah, really, that's what I want to start from, is this. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. This is absolutely going to be stuck in my head for now until eternity. Yeah, we might actually fill this out with kind of a hybrid marimba solo and piano. Would be cool. Okay, well, that was a good outline of what we want to do. You see, sometimes when I'm doing like these marimba solos and stuff, I try to just improvise to the best of my ability. And the best of my ability is not the best musicianship or nothing like too impressive, right? But if we have enough patience and we can really envision like what we want this marimba solo to sound like if we had the musicianship, right? If we had the ability, then there's no reason why you can't sit there and patiently peck at your piano roll until it sounds that way, right? So I think that's kind of the game plan here. Let's listen through this. Let's kind of envision, and let's be patient with it and try to pull a really great marimba solo out of this, you know? We'll roll there. Oh, that's beautiful. I like the dynamic nuance here. We might exaggerate that a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so and I think I want to get a little tricky in these little, because I'm thinking something way cooler than just eighth notes. Like we do like these little trill moments, you know? Okay, that could be interesting. Let's start simple. Let's get this roll going nice. Doesn't matter the spacing too much. Humans aren't perfect, and neither are we. We're gonna just get a somewhat, you know, spacious roll in here. Let's just so that we can hear all this, and then we'll worry about the dynamics of it later. Might even squish this a little bit. Just and that much. That feels a little bit too sporadic. Okay, this is starting to feel a little bit more like the timing of which we kind of want to hit it. Scoot those together a little bit better. Hearing birds outside. I had to think whether that was in the track or not. Might need to put some pretty birds in the background or something. It would give the track some nice texture. Okay, so I'm thinking we want the height of our swell to be like maybe right up here. And then we want these to really fall down. We want this guy to hit strong, immediately fall down. There we go. Yo, what's up, Signature? How you doing, man? Oh, we're having a good studio session today, man. I don't know, we're on something really beautiful right now. I'm taking my sweet time with it, you know? But yeah, how's your day going, dude? getting closer on this one. I think I kind of decided though, like over here, what if I took like maybe these guys, we come back over here and we say something like let's put this guy on the oops. Oh, can't ruin it. Almost. Actually, I am kind of thinking we take these guys. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. We kind of take them on this dynamic, like, you know? Could be cool. Hell yeah, man. Okay, now I think we can start focusing on some of these like turns. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm kind of thinking like we kind of brought these back and we penciled in one more note up here. Oh my gosh, it's so loud outside. See, I feel like this is where we can kind of start really dressing in a little bit of nuance here and there. It's like the subtle things. It's the small licks. But yeah, Signature says your radio stream was good. Enjoyed it. Hey, thank you so much. I'm so glad you checked that out, man. Man, I could not believe how good of a radio stream we had last night. I saw I had a max of about 50 people watching, and I was just like in shock, honestly. I couldn't believe it, but I think the game plan really is to start having, 12-hour radio streams pretty much every day, because, I mean, good God, that's some of the most successful streaming on YouTube I've ever had. I'm always going to be making beats for you guys, though. But, like, man, I was just really taken aback by how well that radio stream went, So, thank you so much for checking it out, man. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. It's crazy. I feel like that's where the quantity of music that I've made has really been beneficial, right? I have over 400 published songs, And that number is growing and growing and growing, you know? And I feel like having, 12-hour long playlists really, like, is a good way of taking full advantage of that, you know? Putting it in a context where people would enjoy, you know, like hours upon hours at a time. But I don't know. It's super fun. To me, it's like a whole new medium to which I can show my music, you know, and it's just kind of shocking to me that that's actually working. People seem to be enjoying it. So, and so am I. I love those sorts of radio streams, you know. Anyways, you got me excited, man. I'm like, I just can't believe it. This will be a good addition for it. Not sure about that note down. That feels a little bit awkward with it stepping down like that. Let's try to bring this up. And what if, instead of just having it go... Let's see, what note are we on? Kind of something like that. I'm planning out my turns, my rolls, you know. So I am kind of thinking, what if we hit this bottom note, and that's the path to the top note, and we kind of trill it in there. So this might slightly change. I'm thinking like we can scoot that back, make ourselves a little bit of room. Let me just pencil in all of the notes, and we will get the timing of it down however we need, right? And we'll get the velocity down. That's the real secret to all of this, is like, it's a combination of things that really bring this to life, you know? All right, so, actually, yeah, so I'm gonna, like I said, kind of trill it on up there. Really spread this. Yeah. Okay. Kind of clever, right? And you know what? We kind of have this counterpoint moment with this piano. I feel like this piano is so soft, it's kind of buried in here. I'd like for it to be a little bit more prominent so that it can effectively counter this marimba. At the same time, I do like the softness of it over here. Like, this feels good. I almost feel like removing some of these marimba notes so that we can really hear these piano counters. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so what if I like literally just got rid of like these two guys? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's like a small little interaction there where you're expecting a marimba, you know, but instead you hear that phrase filled out by the piano. It's kind of unexpected, and it's really lovely way to get these, you know, these instruments to interact with each other. I really like that. Okay, wow, we are very tediously working our way through this track, but I feel like this is kind of one of those songs where it's like the time spent on it really shows in the end. You know, it's like all this small, minute detail stuff, right? I want to get more of this trumpet in here. This is to me, the real memorable part of this track, this real beauty piece. I really love, like how catchy this is. I want to get ways for this to repeat more often. So we got to start thinking of arrangement, I think. Like, what if this was a central piece of the intro? You know, this marimba is so far off to the left, and I kind of like it hanging out in the left ear. I kind of want to move this piano like pretty far to the right just because it would counter that. Oh yeah, that's fitting together a lot nicer. Let's turn this drum down a little bit. We might really start focusing on like interactions with the drums. I would like. So I'm almost thinking of like, we could just like kind of chop out some of these like hi-hats a little bit, kind of give it a little bit of dropout kind of stuff. Yo, what's up, Light Clothed? How you doing, man? It's good to see you, dude. Oh man, you came in for a very jazzy beat we got going here, man. Let's yeah, and like trying to just kind of chop this apart, give us a little bit more nuance in here, right? I don't know. I might be overcomplicating this, but that's kind of the point, though. We're trying to really create a bunch of small little nuances here. That might be a bit much, removing this. Yeah, not bad. It's very subtle, but, you know, it's kind of what we're going for, right? Oh, and I'm kind of thinking of some additional little layers we could bring in here. Let's go back to our BBC Symphony Orchestra. And I'm thinking like little flute. Okay, definitely not all of that, right? Definitely not all, but also some of that was kind of good. Yeah, literally, I think just that. Okay. Boy, we are laying down some gold today, man. That's awesome. We got like this nice trade-off between 3 instruments there. That's amazing. Okay. Let's take everything, let's bring it back like this much. I don't know how long we might need for intro, so I'm just playing it safe. Let's get some of these chops out front. Also, you can hear some clicks on these. We'll give it a little bit of fade in. Okay, but we're gonna need to really make this intro interesting. God, this is just so lovely, man. This is making me have a very good day. I don't know. Gosh, what do we want to do? I'm almost considering like a little bit of shaker. I don't want to go for snare brushes. I've been going for snare brushes way too often lately. Even though that would sound like an obvious choice here. You know. Nah, we can't do that though. I've just been doing that way too much lately. If I did, I would have to go get a different sample because it's been hard trying to find slower snare brush samples for some reason. Curious though, what if we did bring over like a this does feel a lot better. Yeah, dare we bring in some birds? I think some birds would be the answer. But it won't be the whole answer. I feel like we need something here. Something of substance. am curious about something. I'm kind of jumping around the track now, but that's quite okay. You know, we're kind of feeling our way out through the overall arrangement, right? I'm trying to really think, how am I going to get this guy back in here? So I had an idea of like, what if we dropped out the bass and the drums, and we like, how would this sound on its own? Oh yes. Yeah, then we get them back in here. And I like this arrangement. We basically used what was so golden about the hook in the bridge section, but I think we're gonna need a lot more dressing up there. Okay, and we'll figure this out. Why is there a kick right there? Oh, don't tell me. Oh, there is a double kick. I didn't check. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna replace that guy. We're gonna double check the end of this guy. Yeah, a little quality assurance here, you know? I don't want that doubled up. So yeah, this guy fixed. We're gonna have to do this guy a little bit customly. Yeah, we don't want that guy. Okay. And this guy can get copy pasted. This guy and this guy. Let's see. Yep. It's the small things, you know, sometimes. God, I'm glad I caught that though. I'm usually very good about making sure that my drum loops loop nicely. I didn't even really notice it until then. And I think it was kind of an issue. There we go. Okay. So, I think really the areas now that I'm like pretty focused on is the intro and this bridge section, and we'll have to think of an outro. So we're kind of keeping all of that in mind. But let's bring ourselves back and let's listen to what we've got, kind of brainstorm a little bit. Maybe we'll pause and get our hands dirty if we think of something. But let's enjoy this. This is such a vibe. I mean, good God. Oh, yeah, we need a little something extra for this intro. Could even be like Glockenspiel. The upright bass sounds nice. Thank you, Bubba Bubba. I appreciate you, man. I love this upright bass. I use this a lot. If you're curious exactly which upright bass, this is in Contact, but I think I got it from Complete Control. And it's literally just called upright bass from Native Instruments. Love this. It's so hyper realistic, you know? Oh yeah, and it sounds really great in the car. I've got I've got this upright bass, and I've also got this compressed with this LA2A. I think that this helps give that upright bass like a really rich and full sound, you know? Yeah, you can definitely feel that. All right, we need to do something here. Let's just start pulling out more instruments and kind of use them how we want, however we like. I've been kind of feeling like a glockenspiel here will be good. But yeah, definitely worth checking out if you're looking for that. It's the most realistic upright bass I've found. Let's see. Again with the BBC Symphony Orchestra. This is just the vibe for this track. Let's get a little glockenspiel. Okay, so yeah, I kind of want to do a little bit of counterpoint against that trumpet melody. Gotta get this armed. Bruh. There we go. Something like this. Ooh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Man, I feel like producing these jazzy beats. It's so funny because I like lay on this dainty little glockenspiel, and then I'm like, yeah, like it's gangster, man. Fuck yeah. Man, that's beautiful. All right, let's make it a little, because it feels a little bit hard right now, and I'm not sure about these guys, but these guys are sounding good. Like that note feels a little heavy. We might even just turn down the volume on these guys a little bit, make them a little bit more subtle. Actually, that sounded cool. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. And where do we want this next note? We could have it. want that. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Let's tighten this up though. Let's see if that works. Because it doesn't all have to be this. I'm thinking maybe we walk back in with this. Let's try this actually. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see where we're heading. I'm seeing. We just got to tighten this up. We just need better execution of this. Yeah, because this comes like way late. Yeah. Oh, that's so dainty. Still not entirely sold on this this guy right here. Actually, maybe that does sound good. I don't know. I'm like kind of going back and forth. Oh, beautiful stuff. We might even pull in just like this last guy. Yeah, just for fun, just because we can. Let's bring it back and let's just kind of sit with what we've got. We're not like looking for problems, but we're trying to allow like problems to come to us, right? Yeah, smooth as smooth can be. Thank you. That's high praise, man. do we want to outro this? If we outroed on like some piano doodles. And also, what if instead of all of that, what if we had this guy? In fact, piano doodles could be the answer for intro and outro. Let's do it. And then I think I want to try to spend extra time today to just kind of like polish and connect things. You know, I think if you're really, really good about paying extra attention to like how transitions happen, you know, and you put every ounce of energy into making things feel buttery smooth like that's where I feel like you start to get a really professional sound, you know, with your music production. So we'll see. This is definitely like not a beat that I'm trying to just throw together. This is something that I feel like is deserving of like you know quite a bit of thought. Where's our piano? I think it's this guy, yeah. Well, that sounded pretty good. That's nice. Okay, I just wanted to try that just to kind of see what we could hit. And I'm actually pretty satisfied, but it's like way too up there, right? It's like way too much. Pretty loud. We could really bring this down. We could even mono it if we wanted to make it even smaller. Just using all the BBC Symphony today. Because I was kind of considering something like clarinet or oboe. And if we could get like a little bit of an ensemble going. And try to use them in very subtle ways. Like I'm thinking for like swells and just stuff like that. And I can kind of automate using this wheel. Okay, almost, but like we want to make it even more minimal. Like, I'd almost like for that to almost disappear, right? If it can almost disappear, if we can get like really dynamic with this and kind of shave it down. Let's take an EQ to this. I'm really curious. What if we tried to cut out one of those bottom, like the main resonant? We're just experimenting here, trying to see what that would sound like. It's a little bit thinner. Okay. So I think here's what we're going to try to do. Let's bring this like way down. And then we immediately kind of jump this guy down a bit. This thing. kind of penciling in, you know, the dynamics of this. This gets a little extreme up here, but oh, that is so beautiful. What if we took all of this and we just kind of nudge this down a little bit? We're starting to create more nuance in that intro. Could try doubling this over here in this part. May as well see how it sounds. Very, very subtle. And I'm kind of thinking, yeah, we might need like a little bit of texture in the background. Maybe some birds and stuff. I'm not sure. Might try to get more dynamic with that. Yeah, we're still kind of like pecking away at this outro, I think. Okay. But in the meantime, let's see if we can get some birds or something. Something, you know, a little textural in the background. Kind of help fill out the mix a little bit. What are all of these? Ooh, now that's a rain sound, all right. Oh, do we dare want to mess with that? It could be really good. I don't know. It's tempting. I think we're going to want to put us in the midst of this. Way too loud. Let's really turn this down. Make it super subtle. We're going to want that to fade out. I don't think we want this through the whole song. Yeah. Oh, this is coming together nicely. What's up, Paulo? How you doing, man? He says, yo, Tap, I was watching the beginning of the stream, and you said it seems like Ableton Live sound preview sounds quiet. Yes, yeah, I don't know why that is. I think that when I'm previewing stuff, it's like super quiet. It says next to the main track, you have two sliders, one at 0 and the other at -6. Is that -6 the preview sound? Paulo, if you're right about this, like, holy shit, you just changed my life. It says if you move the one at -6, you change the preview. Holy shit, we gotta try something. Paulo, you might be MVP of the stream. Okay, let's put this at 0. I gotta try it with something else that is like drums. Here, I'll go into some drums. Holy shit, Paulo, I think you're right. Dude. Dude, you just like solved so many problems for me. Holy shit, thank you, man. That's incredible. Holy shit. I can't believe, dude, I've been using Ableton Live for 14 years. I guess the thing is it never like bothered me enough to like look it up, but it has worn on me over time. He's like, you're welcome, my dude. I appreciate the hell out of that, man. That's perfect. Wow. So problem solved, man. I had no idea. And yeah, if we hover over it, also, if you guys are curious, there's a window over here that tells you what anything does. I just never knew to hover over this slider and read it. Oh, wow, dude. Life-changing. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, I think Paulo is the MVP of stream right now. Good God. That's great. That's a huge quality of life thing. Oh, let's listen to this. I think we're pretty much there. We just got to figure out the outro. God. Okay, so I think this is pretty much, I'm not sure if I want to get super involved on the end here. Like, do we just maybe fade? I'm thinking like here to here we do one of these guys. Because the thing is sometimes it's kind of nice to let them sit in something that is very simple, that, you know, like we did a really good job of making some very rich and dense sections, you know, that I think that this moment where they just hear the piano chords without the bass line underneath, without all this detailing on top, actually is a pretty like refreshing contrast, you know, when we do land there. And we'll keep that light little piano detailing right there, but let's hear that. Oh, that's perfect. Damn, I think we got something, guys. Shall we we should probably save this, shouldn't we? Let me see what song number I'm on. I think I'm on like song 979, I think. Dude, I have made so many beats. So many beats. Let's just see though. Song 980 is what we're on. Okay. So let's song. Here, I'll actually get the song playing before we press save because it's going to take a little minute. Song 980. There we go. Damn, song 980 is one for the books, guys. This is beautiful. I've got to release this at some point, in some way, some form or fashion. This has got to come out. Oh, I did get a chance to say hello to 286P. How you doing, man? I didn't see you there. How you doing? I was locked in. And I love this. This is 2 minutes and 15 seconds. This is a really good arrangement. Guys, I think we did it. We made a beat. Oh. That's just so good. That is awesome. Thank you, 286P. Thank you, man. We definitely got something good today. I feel like sometimes I'm just kind of throwing a beat together for the rappers, and other times I'm like really getting involved on some jazzy stuff, and that's what we did today. We really came through with something strong, with a lot of like musicianship baked into it, and I like it. I feel like a song like this has a lot of meat and potatoes, just, you know, really good ear candy, really. I don't know, man. I'm starting to get so much stuff on my backlog. I've got 225 unpublished demos, and not nearly all of them are as good as this, you know. But but a good chunk of them are starting to stack up that are like this good. I might need to like drop an EP or something soon. I release music once every 2 weeks, and just in case if any of you guys are trying to figure out where to find my music, this is who I am outside of YouTube. I am TapDaddy. I'm an instrumental artist. I'm a producer and mix engineer. And I do work with other artists as well. I've got my email listed down in the description. If you are an artist in need of mixing services, if you are an artist who needs beats, you know, just reach out. Absolutely, I would. I love to hear from people. So there's a link to my Spotify, by the way. I just dropped an entire album. If you guys are trying to find a good entry point into my music, I highly recommend checking out my new album, The Low Key Plan. I'll drop a link to that as well, specifically, if you guys are trying to find that. But yeah, I think we got one today. I think I might just call it there, cause, dude, I don't know. I'm quite brain fatigued after that beat. That was quite a bit to chew on, you know. Oh man, but thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a really productive studio session. So yeah, thank you to 286P. Thanks for chilling, man. Thank you, Paulo. Dude, thank you for letting me know about the preview volume. Holy shit, that's life-changing. But yeah, as always, it's good to see you, Signature. Bubba, thanks for chilling. Light Clothed, always good to see you, man. Yeah, everybody, damn. P. Beaster, I don't know if you're still here, but always good to see you, man. Anyways, let's do this again next Saturday. I'm cooking beats every Saturday, so I hope to see you guys then. Anyways, I think I'm popping off, but I'll see you guys later. Peace.